Libra, how's it going? We're going to go ahead and get into the last 3 months of 2022 and see where you're coming from, what's happening with you, just to see the energy and what's going on with a Libra. So this could be sun, moon, or rising. Please take what resonates. It's a general read, again, so, it's not going to resonate the same for everyone. So what we're going to do is first start with this current energy. So like right now into October. Let's see what's going on with you. All right. Let's just get a few cards out here. All right, so we have the King of Wands reversed. So you might be taking your leadership a bit too far, not in a good way. This also could be disempowerment. And also we have the Hangman reversed, so you could be not seeing the full picture here, and that might be making you more like a tyrant. And this could be related to work because we have the Eight of Pentacles. So you might be like just kind of in a bitchy mood and just taking it out on everybody. But there's something going on here, and I feel like there's an underlying to it. Let's see. We have, see, Two of Swords. Usually when it's upright, you're seeing things clearly. Two of Swords could be like using some kind of advantage towards kind of being like this tyrant to people. So I do feel like, whatever is going on here, you're just not like in the best mood. And I feel like it's something to do with a relationship or situation you're in. Let's go ahead and see if I can just get a couple more cards here. Yeah, well, you're releasing a burden here because we have the Ten of Wands reversed. And then we have the Ten of Cups upright. Okay, so there's some kind of burden you're letting go of here. But for some reason, you're not seeing the big picture, and you could be misusing your power. So what I'm getting here is you might have just got a promotion, and you're kind of not in your best vibe here. Like you're like really milking that, like I'm the boss kind of thing. It might be just because it's new, or maybe what I'm feeling is that there might be some kind of energy where people didn't treat you right, so now you're kind of like on the defense. The Knight of Cups, yeah, see, you're not really into your heart space, really, so something I feel like has happened at work, and now that you're in a position of authority, you might be a little bitter or like defensive here, and so you're not like starting off on the best foot here. And I do feel like it's something emotional, but and with some of you, I feel like too, it might be because you are friends with a lot of people that you're in charge of now. So you're kind of like laying the line down where like, you're not going to be taking advantage of me. So I have to act like kind of like a hard ass or a badass. So, like I said, you're going to have to take what resonates here. Let's see what's coming in here. Yeah. So I do feel like there is a better way to handle that. Setting healthy boundaries, but not being like this tyrant or kind of in a harsh mode. There is a different way to do it, but let's see. I feel like this was something you always wanted, this position you're in. And it's taking a lot of burden. Maybe you got a raise or something that's taking a lot of burden off some way of your life. But it's just like there's kind of a way to handle it better, because I feel like maybe you feel like they're going to take advantage because you're their friend. Or maybe they have taken advantage of you and that was the burden. Yeah, see now upcoming, we're not going to be seeing things clearly here. But we do have this leader energy. But this also could be that, well, this is current for upcoming energy. I really do feel like this could be that Aries full moon. That might be setting your balance a little better, because there's something off balance with you here, Libra. We have strength, though. So there's an underlying, you do have the strength to carry through, but there's some kind of energy where you're off balance and you might not be handling a leadership position in the best of your ability. But then what's upcoming here is that you are going to have this new beginning, some messages towards your creativity, towards your passions, towards your spirituality, and then you are going to get balanced and become this more balanced leader, and have people see you that way as well. But there is still something not being seen here, and I feel like it's like not seeing how strong you are and how much of an influence you have here. But I feel like there's an energy where you feel like you're going to be taken advantage of. So you're like trying to be a leader, but you're putting on this hard shell around you and maybe coming off a little aggressive or cold or something like that to these people that were once maybe your friends. So that could be it too. It actually could be that you do have a group of friends that you worked with, but now that you're a manager, they could be giving you an attitude, so you're putting on this cold air about you. And because of that, because sometimes people treat us differently when we become in charge of them. They might be feeling, oh, like she thinks she's better than us, or something like that, or giving you some kind of criticism, or just egging you a little bit. And you're, instead of just setting your boundaries and like in a more positive way, you're just like kind of being cold and distant and a little harsh here. So we're going to go ahead and see, let's see what to be aware of here. Okay, I am going to be doing a love reading later for every sign, but right now this is just a general all things in your life energy. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming up. Yeah, this could be like we have the Eight of Pentacles, so I feel like it's work for a lot of you, but it could be even in your household. Maybe you're like the new parent, like the stepmom or stepdad, and, you're coming off a little bit harsher just because, sometimes when a new person comes in, they don't treat you as nicely, right? And it could even be the ex or the ex spouse or the real biological parent that's giving you a little slack, so you might be coming off a little cold and harsh. Okay, so we do have, for the be aware of, we have the Page of Swords, the Magician, as well as, the Seven of Pentacles or the Two of Wands. Okay, so there's something about a decision you have to make. You're at a crossroads and which way to go, or which direction to go into, which choice to make. It's about planting your seeds in the future, which direction you want to do, what intentions you want to put out there, because it is also about what you want to manifest. All right, so there's some kind of a new beginning here in the logical space, the mental clarity that is going to be starting here. And there's something for you to be aware of about the direction you go in, So if it's related to this current energy, I feel like, you need to set the standards off right from the beginning and, come off like figure out like what way you want to present yourself and stay that way. Don't let other people persuade you to turn like cold or distant or harsh or anything like that. And stay consistent here, because if you keep wishy-washy back and forth, people aren't going to take you seriously. Okay, so we do have the Temperance on the bottom. This is that balance again. Like I said, I feel like something's off balance with you. You are a balanced sign, so I do feel like some kind of energy here, some kind of new energy that's come in it's shifted, and now it's making you off balance a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and get some advice from Spirit on this situation. Like I said, this could either be like you are a step parent, or there's kids involved in a relationship you're in, and it might be even the ex giving you a hard time, or it could be work related. And some of you, it could even be family related, where, you're in this position of leveling up and they're giving you a hard time about it, like trying to knock you off your mountain, and it's putting you in a bad position here. So, all right, so let's see. We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah. See, this is coming from that open-heartedness. Even if no other people can't be, or if they're in a lower vibration, it is always best to love yourself and come from this open, compassionate way, as well as the Ace of Swords. So see, you have a lot of new beginnings here. This is also that mental clarity. So again, we have the balance of the emotions as well as the mental space. So there needs to be some kind of balance here between your mind and your heart space, okay? So to be able to have that clarity and speak your truth, as well as come from a place of an open heart and with integrity, all right? And not as cold and distant. All right, so let's get one more. Be your authentic self. Don't let other people make you hard or cold or bitter. We do have that Hierophant, so this is that spirituality. This also could be a Taurus. It might be time to seek outside help, or talk to your spirit guides, or whatever it is, and even touch base with your higher self. Come from that place of that higher self. You might have to juggle a few things here as well, different roles. So Spirit is saying, when you're juggling things, make sure you are still tapping into your higher self, as well as you are going to be having that new beginning, and to stay balanced within your emotions and your mentality, your mental space. Okay, so we do have the Hermit on the bottom. So this is taking time away to, withdraw and kind of do you for a little bit and really think about what you want to do. You know, make sure you do take that break. You know, if you're not getting any peace, it's going to keep your emotions messed up, your mental space confused. So so Spirit is suggesting that you take some time away and really contemplate and go within and figure things out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get some clarity. So on this workplace where you are not seeing the bigger picture, you might be a little harsh or more of a dictator instead of a leader, as well as you are letting go of burdens, and you are looking for your happy space. So some of you might just be getting a thrill out of being in charge of people, and that might be why you're coming off like as a dictator. So let's go ahead and see. I know sometimes, you know, the cards, they come out, you know, and we have to watch that because that could be our ego as well. So, okay. So let's go ahead and see. I'm just getting this message here that's saying that there could be people that were like critical with you or giving you a hard time before, and now that you're a leader of them, it's kind of like in your face kind of energy. So whoever's doing that, be careful to be from that ego, okay? And just remember, like when you had bosses like that, right? So let's see. Yeah, okay, now we have the Chariot. This could be a Cancer in your life, as well as it is the willpower and determination. So you need to stay determined and in that willpower to be the boss that you always wanted to have, basically, or be the leader that you always wanted to be, and not let your ego take charge here. All right. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and get this upcoming energy, which is this new inspiration of something we desire, our passions, our spirituality, as well as being that balanced leader instead of a dictator. And then there's something that you're still not clear on here. Something that's still unclear, but I think that's kind of you blocking it, but we're going to go ahead and say, yeah, see, this is going to lead to victory and success if you get this balanced energy and come from the place of integrity and treat all people fairly and not come from that ego, okay? Yeah, okay, so there's a choice to be made here. There also could be a past lover or a new lover coming in because this is the coming in stage. So I do feel like some of you are going to get a new love relationship, or it's going to intensify, and that's going to kind of ease your energy and make you more that balanced energy and be a better leader, because when we're happy in love, then then everything else is happy, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and see something to be aware of. So we have a new beginning in the mental clarity as well as manifestation. There might be a crossroads that you have to meet to be able to know where to plant your seeds. So let's go ahead and see what's the clarifier on this. Ah, the moon. Okay, see, again, this new moon, or this full moon that's happening tonight, the Aries full moon, I really do feel like it's going to give you a lot of power to have that balance and that assertiveness in a healthy way. Because sometimes, you're very people-y and all about justice and balancing the scales. So sometimes there might be an opportunity, especially if you're an empath or starseed, you might be taken advantage of for your kindness. So this is actually getting that intuitive messages, as well as facing those fears and becoming that more balanced leader that you need to be, and be able to set up healthy boundaries as well. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Again, see, now it's before it was reversed, now it's coming up as a upright card. So this is someone who's very compassionate, loving, can wear their heart on their sleeve. But it's good to be sensitive, but we also have to have healthy boundaries, because not everybody is has the best ideas for us. They don't want the best for us. They get mad and jealous if we're succeeding. So you might have a lot of that around you, and that might be where you need to set up healthy boundaries and be careful, especially if you're in a leadership position. Okay, so now the advice, we're going to go ahead and get some clarity. We have 2 new beginnings in the mental space and the emotions. Also, this is talking about having a revelation about something, as well as filling our own cup first, coming from our higher self, as well as maybe juggling a few things. So I feel like juggling a few things, maybe a new career, job, a place of employment, maybe you're a manager, as well as like home life. See, now we have that 9 of Pentacles. So it might be time for you to work independently for a while, just to get your bearings and get that balance and see what's what, and kind of observe people and see, because a lot of people can talk the talk and say things to us, but you know, underneath we have to really observe to see what their actions are. Okay, and then underneath there you are, the Justice card. See, this is going to bring you back to who you really are and have you empowered in your own skin, right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and get a couple oracle cards for you to close out this reading. And like I said, be on the lookout. I'm going to be doing a love reading. Just haven't figured out if I'm going to do like karmic relationships or what, but we're going to go ahead and see what's coming up with that soon. Just trying to get these out here first. All right, so we have forgiveness. Okay, so if there are people that have been very critical to you that are now your employees and you're the manager of them, or even like past loves or something in the family, it is time for forgiveness, because you don't want to carry that bitterness with you, because it does have a reaction on how we treat people, how we are just emotionally, and if we're at peace. So even just for you, even if you don't condone what they do, and don't trust them anymore, it is still time for that forgiveness, okay? And that will bring a lot more happiness to you as well. Once we forgive, we feel like a load off, basically. So, you know, make sure you do that. You know what I did? I forgot my Moonology cards. Uh-oh. Oh, well. All right, let's see what else. Oh, okay. So we have endless possibilities. This is coming out reversed, but I'm not taking these oracle cards as reversed. Right, what I feel like with the reversed is the endless possibilities is once you get your bearings, you're going to realize that there are endless possibilities. You might feel kind of like stuck in a position right now because of things not going the best, but there are endless possibilities out there. Once you get this balanced energy and birds of a feather, so this is saying, you know, you might be on the other side of that now, because maybe you were one of them at one time, but now you're in charge of them, or you've leveled up and they've kind of cut you off. So, you know, birds of a feather flock together. You know, you have to realize sometimes when we level up our energy, people are going to fall away. So you can't take that personally. And also, like, some people don't like to see us succeed. If we start succeeding, it makes them realize what their insecurities are, what their downfalls are, what their shadows are. And maybe they wanted to have that too. So there's envy and jealousy and that ego playing in. So you have to be aware of that. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and get an animal card just to see which animal is assisting you at this time. Okay. So we have the Raven Shaman. You are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. See, yes, see, use your gifts for good. Don't be, you know, don't be all catty and resentful and bitter and dictatorship and all that, okay? There is a power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through your void. Claim your place as a keeper of the mysteries. Yes, okay? And I would say claim your place as the keeper of mysteries. Don't reveal everything, especially if you're in a position of leadership and at work, because they can use that, you know, you might be getting along now, but, you know, who knows what's going to happen in the future. And, you know, jealousy, bitterness comes in, and people might try to attack you, throw you under the rug, whatever. Okay. So, and then on the bottom, we have Hawk Messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on your priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Yes. Yeah. And again, like I said, once you get your empowerment back, that Justice card came out, from getting balanced and forgive, you are going to soar here, and you're going to really manifest what your desires are, and come from this place of peace. Okay. So that looks like your message for the next few months. It looks like you're going to be working through some leveling up and having all the pettiness and the people griping that you've leveled up, and you're going to have to adjust to that. It takes some time. So just know, don't throw in the towel, keep hanging in there, and don't stoop to their level. So once you balance, heal, and get yourself back into your empowerment, you're going to do great. You're going to manifest. You're going to be happy. It's all going to be good. Okay. Like I said, you might have to let some people and situations fall away, but you will do it. So it looks like by the end of the year, you're back on track. Okay. So that is your message. Thanks so much for watching, Libra. Take care.